Our need to do something here today is to help educate our council members on the infrastructure that we have, to understand all the assets that we have that most people don't see because the majority of these are underground. Bigger part of this is to be able to get them to understand the condition of our assets. The assets have been overlooked for quite some time and are in need of rehabilitation. Our outreach to our council members and to our elected officials is to get them to understand of our responsibility. We're married together right through either understanding what debt service that we need, the money that we're going to need, and the rates we're going to need to support doing this type of work. Second to that, they have a responsibility for permits that we hold. Permits that we hold for discharging the waste streams, the water, sewer, and storm out to the U.S. waterways. The Huntington Sanitary Board has the largest wastewater treatment plant in the state. It serves the city of Huntington and 5 communities around us: Cerrito, Canova, Spring Valley, Northern Wayne, and part of Pea Ridge, all flow through our system. On the average, our plant is designed to handle a capacity of 12 to 17 million gallons per day. We can go up to about 68 million gallons per day in heavy rain events. A huge plant nonetheless, twice the size of most of the plants here in the state of West Virginia. We have more than 350 miles of line underground. 350 miles that range in sizes from 1.5 inches to 135 inches in diameter. Huge, huge pipes that we have underground, many of these at a depth of more than 30 to 35 feet. These communities rely on us. 41 pump stations for the Huntington Sanitary Board, more than 300 grinders we operate 24/7.
Every one of our council members interacts with their constituents in their district about the houses that need fixed, the grass that needs to be mowed, the streets that need to be paved. All that's above ground. And we have 100, maybe 1,000 times more levels of infrastructure that's below ground that nobody sees. But everybody complains when the streets flood. Everybody complains if the sewer system backs up. We need our council members to understand just what is out there under the ground that impacts individuals even more than what they see above the ground.
It's vitally important that the community understands that they don't see the infrastructure, they just see the problems when the infrastructure is failing. They see the problems when either flooding's happening here on the street or a backup's happening in their home, because these lines, many of these are over 100 years old. Some of the lines in the city of Huntington were built back in the 1800s. In the late 1800s, we have lines that old. A failure of that line means that sewer, that wastewater has nowhere to go but stay in the house. And the toilets don't flush, it'll get your attention and you'll want somebody to come resolve that.
We have a stormwater system, we have a sanitary system, but you also have combined systems coming together. They want to know, why is 5th Avenue and why does 6th Avenue flood? Well, it's because we have 80-year-old systems that are in place, and we're constantly having to try to review them. We have a flood wall system, and then we have our sewer system that we're having to work on, and it impacts everyone every single day.